What's going on, guys? This is Mark checking in with you guys. It's July the 17th. Here we are. So looks like SPY. You can see here, nice little bear flag. So we've come down here, came up in here, made my initial trade here, but I want to show you guys this. If this closes under here, we've got ourselves, I'd rather like to see it close under this low here, 197.06. But watch out, this is support here, so I want to see it break the 197. There we go. If it breaks under here, I might see a test of 196.8. But we'll watch how this plays out here. Here we are. Some of these lows. Alright, so let's see. This was our low, previous low of the day. Let's see if this closes under it. And if it closes under 197, it can be further dipped down. The 197 is a pretty strong level here. See 194s, 197.03s. You can see there's a bit of a battle going on. Want to see this 197 crack here. Here we go. Here we go. 196 prints. Look at this drop. That's what we're looking for. See if it can come back down in here. 196.80. See, we got some first prints there. There we go. Some buying. Oh. Let's see if the pressure can hold down. You can see here tiny buying, small orders. You can see the bigger orders coming here for the bears. 4 digits. There we go. So we'll close on its lows. 196.8, perfect. That's what we're looking for. Look at these prints. Look at this crack. Catching this live, perfect. 196.8. Finding some support. Big pressure coming in here. This looks like it might. Let's see what happens here. See if we can get some 7.9, some 7 prints. There we go, and we're in. See if it can go down to the low here. I'm thinking 196.5. See if it can test that level. This is a great short opportunity here. Look at this. It's got to bounce soon. This is way overextended. this guy up in here. See up hitting here. '90s, some up bids. We're coming in with a nice little bounce here. Volume's picking up. Look down here, volume's picking up right here on this bounce. See if we get some more volume coming into here. If this level holds or not. See what happens here. See some buying pressure. Looking for those big blocks. There, it looks like we're bouncing here. Let's see if this can break this low. That was 197.06. Oh, massive volume coming in. So let's see how this guy closes. A huge flush of orders like that. Time and sales just shreds all the way up to this top of the screen. 197 battling as resistance. Now remember, support turns resistance. Let's see, we're coming up here, ticking up 108s, printing 110s. Nice breakout. Let's see if this holds. Big volume up here. This looks like it might be our bounce. So on this close, there we go, closed over. Aiming for that open over here, which was 197.35. See if it'll get us up to here. Remember, this is going against a trend, so you want to get small scalps in here. This is all I'm looking for. Just a move into the open here at 197.35. Right about here. With my low right down over here. 196.86. Maybe a little bit lower. Just down in here. See if we get that move or not. can see that here that we've made a higher high, which is good. If we close here, that shows that there's some momentum going up. But if you're looking at this as well, here's what some Fibonacci traders are watching. So they might have a short bias coming into this because you can see that we've got a swing high and a swing low now. Swing high is right here at 198.10. There we are. Swing low here, 196.68. So if I draw that in here, let's get another look at here, 196.68. Price line. Great. 196.68. Some Fibonacci retracements. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of them, maybe the 31%. Alright, so we go from the swing high to the swing low, which is 196.68. And here are Fibonacci levels. So you can see here from the swing high to the swing low, it looks like the price is battling with a 38.2 Fibonacci ratio here. So we'll see how this guy closes. See, not as much activity here as its candles before, the previous two candles. So let's see what's going on. On the 15-minute, I'll close 19,869, or open 1990. So we opened up a little bit higher here. Couldn't close under at the 196.89. You can see this candle, some volume coming in here. So we're finishing up the last 5-minute candle. Here we are. So made a higher high here. Let's see if this move keeps going in. There's a 15-minute. Let me get this float off. I'm doing this from a little 11-inch MacBook Air, so bear with me a bit here. But this is how we're looking right now. See, this is one of the major reversal levels. This looking like one of them as well. The 50%. This is the golden zone here for fib traders. 50% to 61.8% for the reversals down here, following the trend. So we'll see if the price can break through here. You can see it's doing a little bit of bouncing around, but we got to watch for the volume confirmation here. So I'll close this guy up. So what does this mean? If you're looking at this now and you see that as we're coming up, volume is decreasing. What does this mean? This means that it looks like this isn't a sustained move. Because as you can see here, every bar that we're going up, we're seeing less volume. That means less bulls are interested in this move to push it. So let's see how this one plays out here. If we get some more volume. Because right now, as it sits, we've got about 3 more minutes until this candle closes here. If this one Doesn't show much more volume, then we'll see if there's a move. Otherwise, it looks like the markets might just roll back over if it can't break this level. You can see it's tested it once, couldn't break through it. I don't think this one's tested it. 197.2. This one broke it. Well, this is 197.22 here, so that's another way you can use Fibonacci's. I like to use just structure, support and resistance. I like to put the Fibonacci's in once in a while just to see what the Fib traders are looking at, get a bigger audience, and just to see confluence between my support and resistance levels and Fibonacci levels, which could be more of a case for entry or exit, etc. So you can see here, volume still, it's climbing a bit now, but we've made that initial test here. The high right now is 197.20, so it's failed to even test the resistance here. So let's watch what happens. Volume is picking up a bit. You can see we've got the break of the 197.6. So this is our load zone. We'll see if this is broken here at 197.02. We might see a flush back down. So we'll just have to watch how this candle closes. It's got about another minute and a couple of seconds left here. Alright, so 1 minute left for this candle to close. So I'm going to let this guy roll out here. And that's pretty simple. So 197.02, testing that 23.6% level. Remember, now that it's broken back over the 197, this becomes support. So watch for this to be some support. But overall, looks very heavy here. This could have been a nice little dead cat bounce. There we are. This 5 minute closed under. You can see here it couldn't close back over here. So short-term momentum is suggesting that we're going to go downwards. We broke that here. I want to see a break under this level, 197.02. In any case, even if you're not using the fibs, a break under here would constitute a buy. You can set a target for 89 cents here. See how the volume is coming into the move here to support the down. There's more volume coming into here than there is on the buys, and you can see that got more selling pressure. So there we are. I like this break. 5 minute candle close. You can already see here that bam. What just happened there? It just went over a million and came back down. So you can see here steady rise. We've got some nice pressure coming into here. So let's see if this 197 can hold, or if it gets broken with the close, and if we can see a flush down into the day low, possibly continue down. I'd say 196.5 if we have that level crack here at the 0. About 3 minutes left on this candle. I want to see if this cracks. If this does crack, we'll see if this tests, and then cut this video off there. here we are. So you can see that there was big volume into this move, lesser volume into this move, some low volume here. So you can see this might be no supply over here if this closes green. So see if the 197 holds. So about 1 more minute left. See, it's making its way back up. Let's see what we have here. Little channel. It's kind of forming here near the top of this range. Call it what you want. If you take away these, and this, what I can show is one of these. Trend line, so you've got from the top here, right down to here. There. I'm just going to use this as support here. Oops. And add it to the right. There we are. So let's see how this little bear flag works out here. Remember, it's getting close to 12 o'clock, which I've been watching SPY for some time here. And 12 o'clock seems like sometimes when it's near its lows or near its highs, it finds some resistance or support and then makes a bounce. So, for example, on this day here, I believe this might have been around 12 o'clock. Yeah, around 12 o'clock you can see bounce nearing 12-ish, change in sentiment. So let's see what today brings. So the candle is still forming here. I'll cut the video off here and I'll make an update if I see this thing break through. What's going on, everyone? I'm back here. It is 12:19 and you can see here that the pattern worked out perfectly. Nice bull pattern here. Notice that it made a little bit of a bottom. Price action came consolidating here, so you saw me draw that pattern. And here we are a couple minutes later. Broke through there and a nice pattern. Nice follow through down into the support that we had here, which you could have sold on here. Now what we're looking at is this candle down here, 19686. That is our low. So we take the low of the 19686. And there we are. So now we watch. Can it break this resistance here and hold, or is it gonna close in here, come back down and test this resistance? Now we have a lower high of the day, or sorry, lower low of the day, which is 196.46. Okay, and again, you can do the exact same thing here. Came down in. That didn't come out right. Came down in here. There's our support. And just right against the price action. There, so another kind of L pattern here developing. So you can see here, it's closed outside of it, right outside of our support. Now it's sitting down here, so we'll see if it can make its way back down to the 196.68 level. You can see overall pattern is bearish, as you can see from the morning. Just drawing some trend lines in here. Highest 198.11, I believe. So I'm going to hold it up like that. That's where we're sitting right now. Confirmed downtrend on the 5-minute pattern, on the 5-minute chart. I just want to see this guy close here. So you can see there's still 3 minutes left in this, 2.5. Just kind of let this roll out here, see if it closes. And I'll check back on this later on in the day. Hey guys, just checking back. It's 1:44 right now. I'm going to be heading to work soon, but I just wanted to show you kind of how this developed over here today, the SPY. Just looking at basic support and resistance and basic trend line and candlestick analysis. You can see kind of what I'm going for here. This is the 15-minute chart. So you can see here basic support and resistance 197.5. I know that this has been a big point of support and resistance over the last 2 trading days. If you zoom out here, you can see back on Tuesday it acted as support, being tested, shooting the prices down, being tested again, rejecting prices. They gapped up the next day. Okay, came down into this level 197.5, bounced, came back up. Here, opened under, broke over, came back down, big bounce here. And now you can see came back right into 197.5. Overall trend still bearish over here. Okay, so this broke it out over here. What I was looking for on the 5-minute chart was basically the same thing. 197.30. So 197.5, I know this is big resistance. This is a big price level, 197.5 for the SPY. I also know 12 o'clock is a significant time, so you can see 12 o'clock is where we started to bounce here. Came down in, nice pattern, came back. Now we're just going up and up. Broke through that, so we couldn't break over this resistance. Broke through here. Now this has tested the previous low. Sorry, the previous. What is this? 86. I have it on 89. Close. So the close is 190. Here we are. Okay, so 196.90. This is a close here after this big downtrend. And I use that as support. Put that as a level because I saw price was kind of hovering around here. So now you can see, came up into here. This was a tweezer top. You can see the highs are the same, 197.53. High 197.53. Right on big resistance of 197.50. After a nice move up, tweezer top, and it came back down in here. Big shift in momentum, and you can see here just came down right into the previous support where it's flirting around now. So we'll see if the support can hold. If not, it might crack back down to 196.68, and we'll see if it hovers around this level. All right, so it's probably the last video I'm going to make before the final one at the end of the day when I get back from work. So we'll see how this plays out until market close, and then I'll make the final video, and then I'll upload them all onto the post for today. All right, so we'll see you guys later. How's it going, everybody? It is 2:18 right now, and SPY is coming back down here. Came back into its low at 196.68, and you can see here I set a nice little zone of support, nice little support range here, and this was basically an accumulation area right here, with the possible stop over here. So coming in for a dip to this area, saw it here, a stop would have been in there, and nice and quick channel gain here, 196.86, nice pop up into there, which looks nice. I want to see this here. This might be a potential 1, 2, 3 pattern here, so you can see how this looks like. Is basically you have the W coming in to 196.46, back up here 197.50, came back down into here, so it's making a lower high, or sorry, a higher low and a lower high. So we'll see if this guy can pop back up to here and complete a leg back into the high, or if it fades back down. Alright, so I'm signing off now until market close, and we'll see what happens with this pattern. So again, watch for this thing to break. This is the new resistance that we have here. So tested it here, couldn't break. So this is a sell signal here. So we'll see how this one goes down. If it's a sell signal, we'll see if it comes back down into this area, 196.68. How's it going, everyone? Checking back with you. It's 9:43. I just finished my shift at work, and I wanted to show you this. So basically, we had that down here and this here. Okay, perfect. So the last video I had was around here. I think we were coming around here. So as you can see, this morning I had the right idea. After the first 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15, closed here. I bought some calls, and I was looking for them. I was looking for a run into 198. Saw that once we got past 197.68, and once we broke, I got in around here. Once we broke this, I was going for the quick 198 scalp, came up in here, hit it right in here, and then knew 198 was a big number. $198, knew that's a big number. And then we have here 197.95. So here are the first 15 minutes of yesterday's trading. So there was the open, 198.10. You can see the highs hit up here. Whole number high, 198 here. It's 195. 197.95. That was the close for yesterday's first candle. 197.5, just a huge resistance. We know that. So first thing that I saw before making this here. So what you guys saw was this, which is basically what happened here. So I just extended this line out. And you can see that we came down in here, broke past this low, came into the support zone. See, created a low of the day here. And right over here, so if you look at these two candles, 196.61 and the open was 196.61. So the close and the open were the exact same on the 196.60s support. So that's a tweezer bottom right there, and the fact that it broke over these two and closed, that's a buy signal. So it came up back into here into the 196.86, consolidated a bit, finally broke out. So what I did here was just simply extend this line down here to the swing low, 196.46. There we are. Now you can see what ended up happening was, whoops, there we are. There, so that's the initial, so I just extended this here, extended this leg down here, so this was a small leg, but this is the bigger picture. So you can see down here, came down into resistance, or sorry, into support at 196.46. Pop, kind of created an uptrend here, and I just followed that. This was just from the previous one, extended it. This came into the 197.5. We know that's been a big number over the last couple of days. See that beautiful bounce right off of it, right into support here. Broke, tested it, couldn't break back in, and then this just completely came down in back into support at 196.86. Okay, broke that, came into back into the support down here. Previous days, or the first low of the day was 196.68. Rather not the first, but this low here at one point was a low of the day, 196.68. And see off of here, bounced up and created a nice little range. So I draw a line down in there. So 196.68 consolidated here, and then once it broke past this, which was where the tweezer bottom happened once, this is a nice sell signal right into support down here, which broke. Another L flag here, which was tested as support, couldn't close above, came down in here. This shows some momentum, bullish momentum. It's a bear flag down, so we'll see what happens here. I'm looking for this maybe to test back down in here, 195.80, sorry, 195.56, around the 195.56. See if it closes inside the bar. If it can break below that, then we might keep going back down. But 195.5, thinking is going to be some nice resistance. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But looking at this, perfect day for technical resistance. Show you guys key support and resistance, how you can play the channels, just basic chart patterns, recognizing them, and that's it. Recognize them on key support and resistance, and just building your case. Right here, you can see bounce right off of support, uptrend coming into resistance here, downtrend, uptrend support here. You can see this is a reversal pattern right on resistance, came down in here, powerful pushback down. This guy closed under here, and there you go. Once this was broken, all the way down in here, and just play it. Very simple stuff. So we'll see what tomorrow looks like.